Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. We're going to go through a few things. For example, the first, Satoshi Nakamoto may have considered a Bitcoin kill switch. We discussed this on our Twitter account, and we didn't actually put it into the video, so we were requested to bring that up and add it. So we are tonight, and we were going to get into a few things going on with China's Congress, their digital currencies, Poloniex, and things happening in Spain. So without any further delay, let's get right into that. The article states, what's so little known about the person or group behind the mysterious pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. It's difficult to imagine the motivation behind designing and developing the first ever peer-to-peer electronic cash system with Bitcoin. One goal was clear: create a decentralized cryptocurrency that cannot be controlled by governments. To do that, Nakamoto built in certain fail-safes into Bitcoin's blueprint, including cryptography, decentralization, a proof of work consensus, a hard cap supply, and more. And according to speculation over what Satoshi meant, and a quote being shared around social media could suggest that he or she was considering ways to render Bitcoin useless if it were stolen. 10 years ago, following the wake of the 2008 economic crisis, Satoshi Nakamoto designed what is the closest thing to a perfect currency the world has ever seen. It's deflationary, decentralized money, protected by cryptography and consensus, in order to prevent governments from ever seizing control over an individual's funds. As long as an individual retains their private keys, no one else can control their Bitcoin. In the rare case, if someone did gain control over someone else's Bitcoin, possibly by the way of theft, Satoshi may have been researching a way to render that Bitcoin useless. And if the person who rightfully owned the Bitcoin ever regained control of it, the Bitcoin would be restored to its former value and use. Imagine if gold turned to lead when stolen. If the thief gives it back, it turns back to gold again. Satoshi appears to be using gold as an example for what might be possible with Bitcoin. That's really all I want to go into that, as the rest of the article pretty much follows along those lines. But that is one thing as XRP investors that the investor enjoys, is that the XRP, once you hold the key, offers the security equally, but it cannot be reversed, and it cannot be made dead, so to speak. But that is also the tricky thing when you are sending and receiving XRP, that you make sure you have the correct address, because it cannot be reversed, and you cannot kill it or bring it back to life. It is what it is. Next article: China's Congress passes a cryptography law effective January 1st, 2020. The Standing Committee of the 13th National People's Congress in China passed a cryptography law on Saturday that will be effective on January 1st, 2020. The announcement came after Chinese President Xi Jinping called on the country to seize opportunities in blockchain technology, where China publicly has said no Bitcoin, no crypto, and then yes Bitcoin, yes crypto, has been back and forth, publicly left a lot of people confused and uncertain what they could or could not do. One thing for sure, in China, one of the top 2 approved digital assets and cryptos is VeChain. So if you're a VeChain holder, that is very exciting news for you. While China still bans cryptocurrency trading and its national digital currency is not yet hatched, cryptography as an integral underpinning of blockchain technology could be key to the country's push to more competitive in the blockchain space. The new law aims to tackle emerging regulatory and legal challenges in commercial cryptography use cases, as they play an increasingly important role in developing the Chinese economy, according to the law's latest draft proposal prior to approval. According to the proposal, clear guidelines and regulations are needed to evaluate commercial cryptography technologies used in the major fields related to the national interest, as the current loose system is not suitable for the industry anymore. China's National Congress said the new law will encourage research and development on commercial cryptography technologies, while building up an inclusive, standardized regulatory system for the market. The Chinese Congress released a draft proposal for the new law in July, soliciting public comments. The proposal includes a range of issues from how compatible the industry standards should be with other international cryptography systems, to whether companies should voluntarily verify their commercial use cases with authorities. According to the Chinese Congress, the new law will also encourage nationwide educational efforts such as public exhibitions to promote cryptography among government officials, companies, and social groups. Reading that, as I think of China is now going to make theirs active in January 1, 2020. That is also the same day that the Q1 in the US starts. And the Volcker, sorry for that distraction, the Volcker rule, the updated guidelines will begin also. So it seems the governments are aligning up their deadlines together for next year and 2020. Poloniex allows up to 10,000 USD daily withdrawals for KYC-less accounts. And I know that's a little bit frustrating with a lot of investors are having to fill out all the KYC information, but I think it's kind of the double-edged sword. It's a lot of people not wanting to fill it out, but I believe a lot of that is what keeps their accounts safe and secure as well. Cryptocurrency exchange Poloniex announced a new account tier dubbed Level 1, allowing for up to 10,000 USD daily withdrawals without requiring full Know Your Client onboarding, also known as KYC. According to the announcement published by the exchange on December 19, the new account tier has been created in reaction to user feedback. The post reads, "We've heard your feedback time and time again about wanting to use Poloniex without giving up your identity. We've wanted to make this a reality for a while now and are sorry it has taken us longer than we'd like. From now on, new users are able to sign up on Poloniex without KYC and access unlimited deposits, spot trading, and withdrawal up to 10,000 USD per day. To set up the accounts, users reportedly only need to provide an email address and choose a password. The tier also grants access to the platform's competitions, staking service, and chat. The exchange also suggests taking extra steps to ensure the account's security. As with any account, we highly recommend setting up 2FA as soon as possible to provide an extra layer of security. Data reported on the official website shows that Level 1 accounts do not have access to margin trading, lending, fiat currency wires, and furthermore, they have limited 2FA recovery, manual password resets, and mutual fund transfers and fund recovery functionality. Poloniex is currently upgrading their customer accounts and unfreezing existing unverified accounts, but still the process will take a few months to reach the users. As of press time, Poloniex CEO Tristan d'Agosta did not answer to Cointelegraph's inquiry about the number of accounts and quantity of funds to be unfrozen. This article will be updated upon receipt of that information. Interestingly, those regulations seem to contrast with the current trend toward regulation prohibiting custodial cryptocurrency services to anonymous users. As Cointelegraph recently reported, the fifth anti-money laundering directive, which will be adopted in the European Union by January 10, requires that crypto exchanges based out of the EU only accept users that undergo KYC. As a consequence of increasingly strict regulation, BottlePay service, which allowed users to send Bitcoin via social media accounts, decided to shut down. Later this month, crypto gaming platform Chopcoin and mining pool Simplecoin also announced their shutdown because of KYC requirements. KYC, it has a pro and a con for everybody. Also now in Spain, test a real-time blockchain payment system. I don't want to go too deep into that, but we will go just on the surface. A handful of Spain's largest banks plan to test payment platform that would use a blockchain network for real-time interbank transactions. The banks include Banco Sabadell, Banco Santander, Bankia, BBVA, and CaixaBank, reports Finextra. The institutions will work with Liberapay, which manages Spain's payment system, to execute instant transfers through smart contracts. Liberapay's goal is to expand the automatic payment types after the initial test, which involves a fictitious business case. So more and more countries are stepping up to blockchain. At the time of this, Bitcoin is 7,336. Actually, it just changed. Bitcoin is 7,334.88. Ethereum is 128.26. EOS is 2.52. XRP is 0.1897. XMR is 487.23. And ZEC is 28.37. And I don't own any Zcash. China's digital currency isn't Bitcoin and is not for speculation, says central bank official. Central bank official Mu Chengchun says the digital yuan will not be used for speculation. Unlike Facebook's Libra, Mu Chengchun says the new digital currency will not be backed by a basket of currencies. Some people were left to wonder if it had any kind of connection to VeChain, as some previously recorded older videos had shown VeChain being used in China as a currency at local food marks and cash registers. Mu Chengchun, the central bank official in charge of overseeing China's digital yuan, says the digital currency won't be for speculation and will be distinct from Bitcoin. I don't want to go into that. I just basically was connecting to the headline. Basically, they're saying their currency, again, as stated, will not be Bitcoin. So it's left people to wonder, what will they use? And many thought they were going to back it by gold. And I almost think that China's nation had stated that. But it seems this new one will not. So that's what brought the speculation of would China use VeChain for the people's money. We hope you're having a great night. This was a quick report. Just an update on the items that we had discussed previously on Twitter that we didn't make a video for. In current news, the first one for the Satoshi Nakamoto. We felt that was an interesting read, so we wanted to share that one tonight as we hadn't put it in a video. Again, we are not here for financial advice. We're here for entertainment purposes only. Wishing you the best of love. Till the next one.